So Jim Harbaugh looks like there's a report that he's heading towards a 4-game suspension. Jim Harbaugh, the head football coach of Michigan. So yeah, if you remember, this all stems from Harbaugh had dinner with a recruit. It was an unsigned, unofficial recruit, or it was unsigned recruit during a dead period. It sounded like he bought him dinner. It was a hamburger or something. And why the NCAA is really coming down on Harbaugh is because Harbaugh lied about this. For the NCAA, lying is a level 1 violation. So, yeah, it's Harbaugh looking at a 4-game suspension. So, I guess the funny thing about this situation, as far as how does this affect Michigan, he's being suspended for the 4 games, Michigan's 4 easiest games this year. Bowling Green. Here it is in order: East Carolina, UNLV, Bowling Green, and Rutgers. Rutgers week 4 is their opening Big Ten game. Rutgers, even though Rutgers was better in 2021, it was not a very good football team. So you got to believe that as far as win-loss is concerned, Michigan's going to start 4-0 with or without Jim Harbaugh. I think the thing I worry about this is you look at NFL players or look at Ohio State in 2018 when there was the Urban Meyer controversy prior to that season. You saw when a team has a season of suspensions, it usually, not that they still can't win a conference title or compete for a national title, it usually does stir the focus just a little bit. Like I know 2018 Ohio State still won the Big Ten, but you saw Ohio State they had some games where they just did not look like they were focused, like they were having trouble lining up. I'm trying to think of another time when this has happened. I guess in the NFL, though, when there's players been suspended, it seems like even if they do come back, it seems like they don't have like some of their best stat lines. And I think like could Michigan come back and everything runs smooth? They go 11-1, 12-0, beat Ohio State at home, win the Big Ten? Absolutely. But could they come back and maybe they drop a couple games they shouldn't? Maybe they still, even in the 2 games they lose, could they still win the Big Ten? But I think, to me, though, you're just kind of this could just really add some rust to this Michigan team. And I think it is an unneeded distraction in a year where this is probably Harbaugh's best team. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. You really don't want something like this when you're trying to have all things come together and you're trying to take the next step from, okay, we beat Ohio State and won the Big Ten, and we're trying to break through to winning a national championship. You don't want a distraction like this to really hinder any sort of momentum you've built upon the last 2 seasons. So I think that is what's concerning about this a little bit. But yeah, I think if you want my personal opinion, I'm not a big fan of this. I think, yes, it was breaking the rules. Yes, the NCAA does have a policy in place about lying, but I do not like that. You know, the NCAA, you look at Texas A&M in Texas A&M paid for a recruiting class, and then you're really just going to crack down on Michigan for an incident like this this much. I think it is a little ridiculous, but, you know, should Harbaugh have lied? Is lying wrong? Yes and yes. But to me, this just seems a little bit harsh, and I think that's the big question I want to see. How much does this hinder? Does this distract, or how much does this take away, if any, from what Michigan has built this season? Because this Michigan team has a chance to be Harbaugh's best yet, and they are a team that I'm not ready to say they can win a national title, because I think Georgia, even Alabama, LSU, I think those teams have really separated themselves at the line of scrimmage, where it's going to be really so hard to beat them. So I'm not ready to say Michigan can win a national title, but can Michigan win the Big Ten and get back to the playoff? Absolutely. And is this something that could be a concern and could hinder all of that coming together? I think yes. So this is going to be interesting, and we'll see. We'll see. Actually, still a report here. So not official, but it looks like we are moving towards this direction. We'll see what else comes out, if anything else comes out about this story. Thanks for tuning into the show. Make sure to stay tuned for more episodes and clips from the show. Till next time, peace.